Hey y'all, welcome back to the ranch. I'm Jared Paul, and today, part 3, we're just going to get right into it. I'm going to start right in front of Stella's porch and give you some updates on some little rare plants and herbs and stuff we got up top. And on the suburban doried Rosa Sharon that I planted on top of that quartz rock. This bad boy seems to be alive. I know that my phone will not get in close enough and get the green enough, but just take my word for it. I'm thinking it's good. This is actually the western facing side of the house, so it gets terrible sun, which is actually probably good for it to recover from the transplant, because we got this huge apple tree here which has plenty of flower buds as well, so we get tons and tons and tons. I would say if you had an 8-foot bed, like one of those old Ford trucks, you could fill 2 of them with the apples we get. So, yeah, that thing produces. Anyways, so that also helps that it's Stella's porch because she's got the fair skin with Laura having an Irish side. And actually, I'm 3% Irish as well, but according to Ancestry. There she is. What's up, baby? You say hi, everybody? She's gonna be, well, she just turned basically 10 months. And she started taking her first steps, like going from the couch, turning around, taking a few steps to the coffee table. So that means within like 2 days, she's gonna be sprinting around, falling on her face. So luckily, got all the baby proofing done. And inside is just a disaster of toys and, you know, like Stella vehicles. So anyways, I just wasn't in the mood to straighten that up, so we'll do the inside tree update another day. Let's take a look what's up on the deck here. Down here, there's nothing exciting. Got like some hydrangea. They were here when I moved in. I put a bunch of bulbs in that I got for free, so there's a bunch of tulips and daffodils, and then these hostas. Yeah, really nothing exciting over here. I'll improve that as it goes, but you know, a lot of property, a lot of stuff to do. Got these ornamental flowering grasses here that might not be flowering grasses. This is actually a lily of the Nile, dwarf style with the blue, full size with the white that I got from my broski greenhouse jack. Have this Greek basil, and it is only rooted from cuttings. It doesn't go to flower, so that's cool. It was actually brought from Africa to an island on Greece. One of my friends on here, a broska, Aja, I think is her name. She researched it and let me know, so I appreciate that girl. And she actually has a bonsai channel, Bonsai, and her pup, so it's pretty cool, so check that out. So these guys are starting to kick off. They are that, and they were potted up in 2011, so 11 years on those, so they're probably going to be cool and mature. I haven't done the herb boxes. It's going to be 2 of the hottest days in record this weekend, ironically enough, but it's been so cold. It's been insanity. Like Monday ago, it was 33 degrees in the morning Fahrenheit, so that's freezing. You know, this oregano, which is, where does this stuff come from? Oregano, beauty of the night. I remember my broski told me something specific about it, but I can't remember, and that's fine. But now you have the name if you want to look it up. So we got these 3 matching pillows with 3 birds. That was the song that Laura was always playing for Stella when she was pregnant. And also it was Franny's favorite song when she was a baby 16 years ago. And I love 3 and 3. So 333. Can't get better than that. So this is, yeah, little baby Stella's porch. So afternoon sun, but in the morning, or lunchtime when the back deck, which where most of the bonsais are, when it's just too hot to be out there, this is a perfect spot to chill. Bring your little kiddie pool out or something. Okay. I am not, because of the aforementioned extreme hot weather, I'm not going to mow. So there are tons of seeded dandelions, which are beautiful when they're like that. And then it just this looks terrible, like close up, but the side profile on a big lawn, it's disgusting. My phone won't pick up how bad it is. Okay, let's change the subject. So I talked about getting wood chips. You can get wood chips for free. Anybody from Maine down to Texas, if you message me, I will give you the number. And they bring them until you say stop. So I've got 50 yards here. They drop 10 yards up there that I spread, 10 yards on the front left of the property, just as a weed barrier under the lower branches. In the front, I like to keep the trees really rough and the branches low, so I have privacy with people driving by and stuff. So anyways, it's really hard to mow under there with a riding mower without getting clothesline. So I spread the 10 yards, and I think I'm probably going to need another dump of each, just for weed barrier. And yeah, here we go. So you might have missed this video, but I did a really hard prune on my Fraser fir this year, and it is coming back awesomely strong. And the trunk is getting a whitish gray that is just so cool. I guess I don't have much experience with Fraser fir, so I didn't know they did that, but that is such an attractive feature. So I will probably minimize the branches even more and go from more of a Christmas tree style into an ornamental garden tree with like fewer branches that have more movement and you know, a larger bonsai essentially, instead of just a Christmas tree. But for now, it got pruned back relatively uniformly, and I'm catching buds kicking off, you know, like that all over the place. So that's good. So that recovered well. I have some volunteer maples in here, or sycamores. You know, my broski from Boston Bonsai Idiot, he gave me a full lesson essentially on how to tell the difference, and Laura and Franny understood it, but I'm like, I don't know what the hell he was talking about. So all I know is that you pretty much grow them the same way, so I'm going to keep doing that. Got some more over here. I appreciate that though, Colin. Smart dude. Here are some of the full-size Rosa Sharon, like the one I showed you on the quartz, which probably came from just a drop flower and seed there. All right, we've got some geranium, a rare species from my broski, some lemon lace elderberry, I believe. They're popping off nicely. Oh, I showed these the other day. Come on, Jared Paul. And I picked up peppers and tomatoes and squash, mainly winter squash, because it stays all winter and really goes a long way. So I do butternuts and things of that nature. So I got those, but I'm also not planting them this weekend. I'm going to bring them in inside during the day, out at night, keep them well hydrated, and then plant like Monday, Tuesday, because I just did not want to get them planted in the garden and it'd be like 95 degrees. I would lose sleep over it because I'm crazy like that. Be worrying about them burning up, being too dry, be out there 2 a.m. testing the water, the water content, moisture content. All right, so these were pruned off camera, but these are my weeping Norwegian spruce, a little bit larger size, one of my older types of trees. I scored them for $40 at a nursery. They were in the back, I think like maybe some private stock, and I got one and then I got another, and then there was one more blue spruce and another one of the Norwegians, and I just said okay, and I went and got the other two. So that's what I'm showing you now. These are at the entrance of the driveway because they're just so dope. Nice big weeping canopy. That's how I want them. I want them almost like the appearance of an old weeping willow, you know? I have old Norwegian spruce here on the property. I mean, they're right there, but you know, they're a full tree. Where these are all kind of styled differently. I'll show you the final one of these, and then I'll show you that blue spruce. So this is the Bob Marley one. Absolutely love this one. I haven't done much with these, to be honest. I've repotted them a couple of times, pruned off some dead stuff, and you know, some uglier branches, but basically just letting them fill in. I'm thinking that they were grafts, but I'm not sure. Yeah, so that one I leave really crazy. And then this one, I made the mistake early on without really knowing what I was doing in bonsai of trying to prune it to have only downward facing buds and get the weeping so that I could have two and almost match them. But this is a blue spruce, not a Norwegian spruce, so it did not want to follow suit. So it's been a rough couple years trying to let it fill back out. As you see, it's not the best, but I have a lot more growth this year than I did last year, so that's cool. So I will be able to recover and figure out what the styling is going to be. Probably no true styling for another couple years, but pretty awesome. Picking up a nice shade, nice texture to it. I got these pots very inexpensively, 18 bucks at Ocean State Job Lot. And sorry, my neighbor drove by and I lost my train of thought. Anyways, I think, yeah, that's just where I'll cut it off today. A little front yard action. Stella and her porch. Hopefully that little experimental suburban root over rock, suburban dory. Hopefully that thing survives. Got the ACs put in, so nobody's melting when they're sleeping. So anyways, yeah. That's going to do it for today's episode of Jarhead Bonsai. I'm Jared Paul, and from my family to yours, cheers.